Hi everybody, it's Marcie Besecker here with Marcie Besecker Designs. I am an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And I'm really excited to do a project with you today. It is going to be a Valentine's Day card. Yay! I thought I'd play with some of my little things up here, trying to get onto my video here, of course, to see your messages. There we go. I know it's unscheduled. Hopefully you're subscribed and you have the little notification bell going so that you can join me when I come live online. So it's unscheduled. I told you my husband would probably go snowboarding today, and he did. So I decided to do a video with you. This video is quick and simple. But it looks like a wow card because it's just really shiny and pretty. So I'm super excited about that. I'm just trying to refresh here. If you are here, say hi. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, the hearts are going to drive me crazy, so I am going to turn them off as soon as I figure out how. And there we go. Whew. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carol. Hi, Cynthia. So the card we're going to do today is has some foil to it, so it's going to add some really wow factor to it, but it's really an easy card. The one thing I want to tell you is when I add my descriptions in down below or on my blog, I usually add the bundle. Now, if you go and you click it and you go in to get and you see the bundle, you can always back up and choose just the stamp set or just the die. I like to put the bundle just so you know it is a bundle. You save money by doing it as a bundle, and there's nothing worse than buying the stamps and then realizing there's a die set to it. So I always buy the dies with the stamp. Even before I was a demonstrator, that was just my rule of thumb. I want to use the dies, and if I choose not to use the dies, that's fine, but I have them. And hi, Tilly. Welcome. And so that's kind of why I did that. And I'm going to explain why. Let me show you the card we're going to do. Hi, Lisa. So this is the card we're going to create. It's really simple. There's a thing I changed up a little bit that you might not notice right away, but I will show you something here. So we're going to be using the Always in My Heart, and we're going to use the sentiment here. We are going to use, of course, our floral heart. We're going to use the floral heart here, and we're going to use the die border here. So we're going to do that there. But the heart is where I changed it up. This heart was a little narrow, and I really wanted a bigger, bolder, rounder heart. So I chose this one, which is going to be from the mini heart set, which is what I did yesterday. Okay, so that's where the Sahara Sand heart comes from. And then again, I chose to do the little outline heart like I did on the card yesterday. And that is where you're going to get this right here. So we're going to get busy and start die cutting first. So let me set this aside. Thanks, everybody. So you're going to see is just a little bit of die cutting and one stamp other than, let me see, I don't even think I stamped the inside. I just did the little border here. We added a little accent there. So I have some pieces already cut and kind of ready to go. So we're going to start with this. Let's get our die cutting out of the way. I do too. And you know what? I realized the same thing on the sunflower sets. I really like doing the sunflower sets to be, you know, you can mix and match. Okay, so the machine and the camera is not the best right now. Sorry, I'm going to kind of try to move that over. So let's get this on here. And I don't know if we're going to get this. We only need 4 inches actually, and this is 4 inches. So let's just try both. We're going to go this way. So of course this is my Love It Chop It already at 4 inches. The problem is I don't want my die to hang out the side. It needs to go this way. So we are going to cut that next. So let's just go ahead and start with this first. And I'm noticing my plates, I'm going to do this way because this side's brand new. And I'm going to put that one on top here. All right, so let's do this. Notice I had to move my paper out from underneath me. Notice I'm also just doing this with one hand. I didn't really have to hold the top because it really does just go right through nice and smooth. There's the heart that I could have used in the middle. I will save that for something else. Okay, so let's take out our heart. I wonder if I should have done this twice, being that it's foil, but it seems like it's coming apart just fine. There are little pieces like this in there, so I'm just trying to kind of get it out carefully. I don't want anything to rip, especially on our precious foil, right? All right, so what I'm going to do is cut this off over to the side. We're going to put this back on, and this is where I'm going to bring back in my hearts. All right, so we know that the hearts are what cut, so we're going to go this way and just do that right along the side there. Let's straighten everything up a little bit. Right along the side. It doesn't have to be right at the edge, but I am going to add a little bit of some tape just to hold it down because my plate is a little warped right here, so I just want to make sure that it holds it down. Oh, Cynthia, me too, especially for beginners. Whenever I talk to somebody that's brand new, I'm like, you cannot go wrong with Stampin' Up. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a demonstrator, but that's how I started. And all right, I'm going to move this over a bit because look at all these pretty little hearts. So all these hearts can be the prettiest confetti. Look at those little hearts. Well, this one's kind of cut in half. But all of these hearts I put into like a little bucket of little doodads that I have. I don't like to waste, so I just have a little bucket that I toss things in. All right, so now I have that. So before I cut my next one, I like to bring in my trimmer. I'm just going to slide it in. I need to leave an edge because that's going to be glued underneath my paper. So I just like to leave some kind of a little edge there. Now we're going to do another one. I know my machine's scooting out of the way here. All right, and now I have the little circles there, so I'm just going to take this really quickly and just brush over it. And it comes right out. Yeah, so that's what I try to tell them. There's really no thinking about it. You have your paper, your inks, your designer series paper, everything matches. And it just really takes out that thinking because you know that's our first issue when we start is where to start. What are we going to add? What are we going to change? That kind of thing. I love that this machine, I don't have to hold it up here. I can just hold my thing and make sure it's kind of guiding correctly, and I just love this new machine. All right, so same thing. I'm going to take this off carefully. Take that off. Let's get our little hearts out. I like to save these. These make the cutest shaker cards. I made my daughter a birthday card, and it was... I had all this pink foil and silver. Oh, it was so pretty. I should have taken a picture. But of course I didn't. But I am going to go see her soon, so I'm going to have to get one. Yeah, this machine, I agree. I love it. Okay, so in the mini one, oh my goodness. I would have used the mini one except this didn't fit. The large die didn't fit. All right, so there's another set of hearts, and that is it for that die cutting. So we're going to set that aside, and we'll pull all of it out in a minute. I have another piece here. We're going to open up the other dies, Let me put these back so I don't get them confused, because you know I will. So I'm going to put these all back right here. And then I had some extras that I did on a project. See, there's the pink heart. So we'll throw that pink heart in here. And I may use those for another project. All right, we'll just put that back in there. And now we're going to pull these two out. We're going to do the pink one. So I have this pink here. And we'll just run that through. Hello. Where did you get the little cutter? Oh, Carol, that is from Stampin' Up. Are you talking about this one here? It was on the supply list for demonstrators, and I believe they're trying to get it to come back. So hopefully it does, because I'm waiting for more too. I will announce it if I see it come back. I will definitely let everybody know, because I know it's a hot, hot item right now. Okay, so here is our little heart. Remember yesterday we did one. Okay, let's pull it out. There we go. And then, so there's that other heart, so we need that. All right, so now we need the other one that doesn't have the line. It's just the heart the same size. And we need Sahara sand for that. And I happen to have a little piece here. We'll just do our Sahara sand. And you could do your sentiment first and then cut it, or cut it and then do your sentiment, whatever you want to do. All right. There's our heart. And looking, and I think that's all we need for die cutting. Yes, that's all we need. All right, so let me put this away. You know, it's funny, talk about joining. I've been telling people, and they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to join. I don't know. And it's like, it's such a no-brainer. You get such a great discount. And I always say, give it a try. If it doesn't work, if it's not you, if you decide you don't put enough orders in, or you're not getting orders from people like you were hoping, whatever the case is, then that's fine. Then just be a customer again. No worries. Okay, so I'm going to, I don't like to take this, uh-oh, my dog, somebody must be here. I'm going to do it from the back because it is foil and it may not all pop out, because I don't like to do it too terribly rough. And I'm kind of wondering if I should have went through a second time, just because it's foil and I think it sticks a little more. And I think I might do it a second time. I can see a little bit right back here that it probably could have used another to go through and back, which I normally do on more detailed items. Right? It's just, I mean, why not give it a try? Especially when there's no money out of your pocket, really. I mean, you're paying, for us, it's $99. And then you get $125 in product, and then you get 200 sheets of the DSP for free. So, and there's no obligation. I mean, if it doesn't work out, you choose not to do it, you change your mind, whatever, then that's fine. But that's how I started. And I thought there's no way I would do videos. And of course it took years to do videos, but I wasn't going to do videos. I wasn't going to have parties at the house, nothing like that. I just wanted a discount. Well, then, you know, your friends start to see what you're doing, and okay, I want to make sure that this is in there. Then you have to go back and recut it. You just really want to make sure that your die is really in there, or it's going to cut off little pieces. So I like to kind of hold it here and then up on the top and just make sure that it's on there really well. Yeah, then your friends see what you're doing and are interested, and then you're like, oh, just come over and check it out. Then all of a sudden they want to buy stuff and they want to do it, and then, you know, why not try and get a discount, or at least have them pay your quota. Oh, Cynthia, if you are in the US, if you're interested, I'd love to chat with you about it. It really is a no-brainer. Have you seen the paper that you get? You know, Carol, I'm so sorry I hear about that a lot from people. Yes, thumbs up. That would help my YouTube a lot. Thank you. If you haven't seen the paper, let me know and I'll show you the paper that you're going to get for free if you join. But yes, Carol, I'm so sorry. I hear about that a lot from people. And I like to reach out. Of course, my upline or my downline knows, you know, they can reach me anytime. I'm up late at night. This is what I do full time. And so I like to help people, but I also, when they join, you know, like them to let me know, are they doing this for a hobby? Do they want it as a business? I don't want to pressure them or tell them, you know, you should do this and you should do this. If they want to be a hobbyist, then that's perfectly fine. So, okay, so let's try and get this now out. I love this die. Look, so going through 2 times is just really, I think because it has that coating on it, it just gives it that little extra. I think it needs to just go through 2 times. And plus I like it how it just falls apart once you do that. Okay, there we go. Let's get all our little bits off of here. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like I said, I totally understand being a demonstrator as a hobbyist, and you want to do it as, you know, just to get a discount. That helps us too. It really does. People don't think so, but it does. And I'd rather have 10 people that are doing it just for themselves and to have a good time versus one person that's wanting to do it as a business. Plus, that's why I do the videos. I'd rather sit here and visit with you guys and just kind of have a good time. And all right, let me get my stuff all back in camera here because we're kind of getting all wonky. All right. First thing we're going to do is, you know how I do the Love It, Chop It. And so this is the 4x6. So I have all of this paper in here, and then I have all my foil in here too. So this is how I have this all put in. Look how beautiful that is. This is how I put it all in here. Oh, hi, Steph. Well, and I also don't mind helping people if they're on another team and need help. I do have some people, oh, you're so sweet. I do have some people that I talk to a lot that are with other teams. Oh, but Tilly, that's awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down, and this is cut down to 4 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to go to 4 3/4. Oh, let's make sure I have one piece. Look at that. Make sure, because it's kind of a thinner foil paper. So 4 3/4. So of course, what am I going to do with this paper? It's going to go on the inside. So I'm going to zoom you out just a tad. All right, so there's that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our pink scrap that we had, and we are just going to, I'm doing like 1/4 of an inch. I just want, I don't even know, yeah, 1/4. I just want a sliver to go on the inside of the card. All right. So now we have our card base. What else do we have here? Oh, PDH, what is your name? Welcome. Yeah, Cynthia, you don't have to have friends at craft. You could do it yourself and then just share what you do and you'll be surprised. Okay. So this is going to go on the front. So it's 4 3/4 by 4. So we're going to do that, but let's first add our hearts across the top. So what I did is I did white liner. Patricia, welcome. All right, so I'm not going to do it with my paper underneath me just because I know it'll stick. So I'm just going to bring my craft mat that needs to be cleaned in, and I'm just going to add it here. All right, it doesn't have to be super like up close or anything. I prefer to have it down a little ways. So let's do that. And you could add liquid glue, but for the video, I'd rather use this so it's easier to continue on with my card. All right, so we're going to bring this in. So this is, as you see, super simple. Not a whole lot of stamping or anything. So now what I did is I'm going to put the hearts up, and I'm going to take this and just kind of line it up where I want it. This is a solid heart, and this has like a raw edge to it. So I'm going to start on this side and just go down. So I'm going to go right underneath the squiggle line. It has a little like a design there. And I'm going to go right up against it. So you can see, let's see. Okay, you see the little polka dots right underneath the hearts? That's where I went straight down, right along that. And then when you're at the edge, you can cut that little piece off. And then you've got your heart there at the edge again. So you have a heart here and a heart there. Okay, so that worked out really nicely. Now we're going to do the same for the bottom. All right, and now you have the heart starting on this edge. So same thing, take your card, start it on the edge, go right up underneath that design. All right, and now you can cut off this little bit of the heart down here, the edge. And it's so close to cutting the heart, but you want to be really careful not to cut the heart. And I think I went around the heart and just cut the edge off that was right by the paper there. I'm trying to read to you guys, so I'm going to have to go back and look. But Cynthia, I also started out just making cards. Do what you like. When I returned to Stampin' Up, because I used to stamp a long time ago, and when I returned to stamping, I joined Stampin' Up. And then I left Stampin' Up for a while. I had kids, I was raising them, it got kind of busy, and I chose to try a different company, which was a big mistake, but that's a different story. And then I did affiliate links for a while, but what got me back into stamping after I had stopped the first time, because my kids were, I could still see a pink foil right here. I just want to get that. Is my son went into the military. And so when he went into the military, I decided to go start making cards again for Operation Right Home. I don't know if you know what that is. Oh, you know what? I don't want to glue this down yet. Silly me. We're going to add our bow. So it's going to go around this paper. So my string I have here, and I think it's about 30 inches. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 30 inches. So if you saw it on my video, you're going to start right here and you're going to go around 1, 2, 3. Okay, I wanted to do a triple bow. And then you're going to go all the way across, and I am going to link my bow video. If you go back and look at my page, you'll see my bow video there. Just got out of the army. Yeah, Carol, that's what I did. It was called Operation Right Home, and I would make cards, and we would send them to Sandy Alnack, actually, if you know who she is. She used to collect the cards, and then she would send them off to the military bases. So when my son was in Afghanistan, I put his name in, and a big huge box went to him. He put it in the mess hall, and everybody would go in and get their cards to send home to their family. So it was really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to get a glue dot, and I showed this on my video too. We're going to turn this over. I am going to not put my heart on yet, but kind of get an idea of where I want it to go. And I wanted it just kind of down a little. So it's good. My bow's going to go about right here. So I'm going to put my bow like right about there. We're going to take it across and around. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it over here. It's going to stick right there. And come back around right where your bow's at. And then I'm just going to go back over that little spot and just add. And now we can add it onto here. And then we can finish it once it's stuck. All right, so I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. All right. And I want this card to have the bow to have little tails. So like I showed on the video, you can push your bow all up right here, take your string around. You're going to take another glue dot. Oh, it's really helpful, Carol. Yeah, Cynthia, that program's not around anymore, but I'm sure there are other ones. Yeah, it will be linked on here, but if you guys go back to my page, it's the number, it's at the top. I posted it, I pinned it at the top. And then if you're a new stamper, I also did a video on the difference between polymer and cling and using it with a Stamparatus. So I put a glue dot right there. I'm going to pull this over, and I'm going to lay down take a pick or your pokey tool, whatever you have, and just kind of slide it under the bow. So the bow's already adhered with glue dots. And now this part here is also adhered with glue dots. Okay, so if that makes sense, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to cut this off a little shorter. And then what I like to do is take a scrap piece of paper underneath. And I'm just going to unfray my ribbon here, fray it, because I just like that look. You don't have to do that. Sometimes it kind of starts to do it itself, but I like the look of the kind of distressed. So we're just gonna, I moved my camera. I know I keep telling you guys this, but I keep worrying that I'm not in screen, so if I'm not, I apologize. I'm at a completely different kind of angle than I was before. All right. So I'm just going to undo it. And then you can decide later if you want to shorten that again. So I wait until the card's done and then kind of decide. I'm going to grab, let's see. Let me find my paper here. This one should be, let's see, for the inside. We are going to go ahead and add our inside. That is the braided trim. It's this one here, and I use it all the time. It is, the number is 147808. And it's the braided linen trim, and it's 3/16 of an inch. I know it's hard to read on here, but that's what it is. I love it. It's a nice big spool. Of course, just like all of their ribbons and twines. All right, I'm going to put this on the bottom for the inside of the card. And this is that piece that we cut. Looks like I have a tiny bit left here, so just cut that off. And the same thing with this. I think what I'll do is I'll just add the white liner, because it's the same width, I think. No, that's a little bit too big. I don't want to do that. So on this one, I'm just going to do the liquid. I add that to almost every order. Yes, if you go inactive, I'm trying to catch up with some of the reading, but if you go inactive, then you can, you just wait 6 months and you can sign up again. So I think you just have to wait 6 months. And then it's just like if you're a new person. But you don't save your number, you don't get your same number or anything like that. You're going to have to start just like fresh. So all your sales and everything like that won't carry over. But if you're a demo, that probably doesn't really matter to you. All right. So yeah, so there's really no negative side of it to sign up. Oh, I see. I'm reading back up again. So if you want to switch demos, yeah, you would have to wait 6 months. Oh, is it 3 months? Oh, you're right. You're right. It's 90 days. You are correct. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was thinking 660. Okay, so here we go. We're going to add this in. You are correct. I don't know why I was thinking 6 months. All right, so we just add this in. So I like to color decorate the inside just to add a little something, just to me it looks more finished. And I would also take a piece of this and I'm going to put it on the envelope. So now we have our heart. And now we have this. So this is our little chunky heart that we did. I always stamp first. So we are going to use our You're Always in My Heart. I like that one. I love the font on this. So we're going to use this one right here. Here's to another year of happily ever after, a perfect anniversary card. Be my Valentine. This stamps solid. It would be really cute if it was a stamp that just said you had me at hello, but it does stamp solid. Oh, if you like the early release, you guys have to come back on Sunday. So tomorrow I'm doing a sneak peek with the butterfly set. And just so you know, this is how busy I've been with the butterfly set. You can't see my cards yet, but I used almost a whole package already. And I've already cut out a bunch of butterflies. And so we're going to have fun on Sunday, tomorrow, playing with the butterflies. All right, so we are going to do that. I'm going to put this on the heart with Memento. I usually stamp first and then die cut. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use my mat just in case. I'm using polymer. So on my video, if you guys haven't seen it, which this one's beat up, but that's okay. I have another one. You will see that I talk about the difference on stamping with polymer and cling and red rubber and the difference of that and how to use it with a Stamparatus. So yeah, my favorite part of doing videos is chatting with you guys, and you know, hopefully somebody will learn something, because I know that's what I did when I first started. What do you do with all your cards? I mail them away. I sell them. I have donated them. I think currently my thought, I'm going to call some retirement homes. And I know I've been saying this for a while, but I want to do something for Valentine's Day for them. And I know it's getting close. There's one down the street I'm going to call and see if I can do cards. My thought for the butterflies, maybe make them Easter. And my upline does an amazing job with donating things that she creates to a senior facility, and they put them like on their dinner trays for them, like for Valentine's and different things. And I want to find a place like that locally that I could do that. And I would just donate them because my thing is I just love to craft. Okay, I'm talking to you guys and not concentrating. I'm putting way too much glue on this. Um, so I would like to do it to just donate to them to put on their dinner trays or, in their mailbox or whatever, because I know that they're sitting there with, not able to see their loved ones. And I think that that would be a really fun thing to do is to have that, how nice would that be to show up on your dinner tray? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I might be naive, Tilly, but what is Brexit? I've heard many people talk about deliveries because of Brexit. What is that? I don't understand. I've seen people mention that before and I don't know what that is. Or is that a delivery service or is that COVID? Or I know I might sound silly, but people keep talking about it. Okay, so I put the point on the bottom. I add that on there first and put that down and then just kind of go up and around and just make sure that it's on there nice. Look how pretty that looks. Not pretty, with just adding that around it. Okay, so we are going to add that on here after we add this. So let's put this, and I want to double check something. Yep, okay. So what I did is I'm going to take some, it's from the Great Braided. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Oh, the dies I'm using, they all should be listed below too, but the mini hearts, I'm using the one that has this little outline, which is this one here. And then there's a heart. So just double check if it has the two lines die cut, that's going to be this one. And then I used this one here. It's just the regular heart. That's the Sahara Sand heart. Okay, so that's from Mini Hearts. And then the floral heart is what I'm using for the main image there. And then that's the same where I got this from. Oh, I get it. Okay. Now that's kind of what I thought it was. And then I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong. It has something to do with COVID, but I don't watch the news. I'm going to be really honest. I pretty much stay home. I binge watch stuff. I'm watching Dawson's Creek right now. Don't laugh. But I'm loving it. It's just lighthearted, fun. All right, so I'm just kind of putting my minis just in the solid leaf areas. So now we're going to add this part on. I love the floral heart too. I've tried some different things, but I just really like it a solid color and pop everything else and let this just kind of stand alone. And the foil is absolutely stunning. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this in as tightly as I can, and it might need to go over a little. I think I went right between these two is what I did. I think I tucked these right in between the two because I want the heart to kind of be in the middle. So think about that. That's most important. So you could technically do your heart ahead of time and not put your adhesive here, but it'll be fine. Okay, so there's that. All right, now what I did for the heart is we're going to have to double this up because this is already raised, okay? So we're going to go ahead and add our dimensionals, and I just did 3. Take those off. All right. We're going to add another on top. So this one's going to be raised a little bit, but it's really not that much. It's kind of like if you raised a panel on the bottom and then raised a panel on the top. because if you look at this, it's really not raised, you know, that much. All right, so now you're going to take your heart. I started at the center at the bottom, just so you know, and look at the center at the top. So hopefully my head's not in the way. Center at the bottom, center at the top. But remember, it's a different size, so you kind of want to, if you kind of look at an angle, you can see underneath, which is nice because you still have this pretty paper underneath there. So being stingy, wait, craft, isn't it on back order? Crafts. Okay, so I love it, chop it. I made myself do what Kylie Bertucci said, Bertucci said is love it, chop it. If you love it, chop it, and you put your paper in like this, and don't get me wrong, I do have a piece that's not chopped, a package for 3D items and different things, but I tend to use it a lot more if it's already in here ready to go. And it's just so much easier. If I'm working with this stamp set, I just grab this and know that I'm going to do something with it. All right, so we are going to put our metallic pearls on. I like to just open mine on the side and pull them out because I tend to not have issues sticking them back in, which I do if I pull the whole thing out. And so now I just add my, I think I just did 3. Oh no, I did 5 on this. 1, 2, 3. Oops, gotta get the pearl. 4. I don't know where the other one's at. 1, 2, 3, 4. It must have fallen off, so we're going to add a 5th one because I like odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put one right here. And right here. If that one ends up with an extra, oh well, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have 6. Okay, we'll put 7. Why not? There's one up here hiding. And we'll just put one down here. We're just going to put a lot. We're putting 7. But they're so tiny and they're so pretty. And to be honest, I bought a ton of these because I love them. Okay, I'm trying to read a little bit, but I'll have to go back and read you guys. Okay, so there's the card. And if you haven't seen me do the envelope, it's super simple. I'll do it right here with this envelope that I have. And I like to take a piece of paper, so we'll just use this since I have it right here. And I just bend it over there. And you're going to take your glue and just do lightly. And you could use your adhesive, your seal too. Whatever you want. I like to make sure the corner has it, so I make sure I put it on the corner there. All right. We're going to put this over on this corner. And then just lay it down. And I just roll it up to that corner to make sure the adhesive is on there. All right. And now we're ready to cut it. So just adding, I think the envelope really just finishes off, adding a little on the inside. It just kind of makes it look like a complete set. All right, so there's our envelope. Here is our card. And there we go. And our original, or I think this was our original. This is our, now I would cut the ends of this just a little bit, just so it's not too crazy. It'll keep unraveling, so you don't have to worry about that. But that way you're not worried about getting it stuck in the envelope and everything. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun chatting with you. If you guys do have any questions about joining, it is totally worth it. Give it a try. I know you're hesitant if you don't have local friends or anything to craft with. I didn't either. Oh, you're welcome. So I think this is a really quick, fun Valentine's card. It's not a whole lot of stamping. I mean, the paper and the foil really does all the work for you. Just a tip about the set coming up, and you guys will see this on Sunday if you join me, is the die for the butterflies match one sheet of the papers in there. There's 8 sheets of each paper. So don't forget about that. Exactly, Heather. It makes a great anniversary card or Valentine's, or just thinking of you if it's that special someone you want to give it to. Have your inside kind of match it. Have your envelope. And it looks like you paid a fortune for this. And yes, you do have to give up a little bit of your foil, but it's totally worth it. Oh, even that extra fuzz on there. And then, of course, the metallic pearls. I love these. I agree. I love the Lots of Heart one. I just did a video yesterday with the dies. You guys have to see that. Let me see. If you missed it, it's this one here. And I showed how to add a little texture on your green. I don't know why my camera gets so blurry when it's so close. To add a little texture on the green and how to do your flowers and everything. So this is really a fun set. You can switch up your colors or, you know, do what you want. But this one was a lot of fun. Heather, I agree. Valentine's, for some reason, you think that would be the biggest time. Hi, Ruth. Welcome. And it just really, it's either a hit or miss. And but this year, I think I'm going to send out a bunch. Just kind of thinking of you, Valentine's. Just because everybody's, you know, you can't see people and people are, you know. Plus, you know, I mentioned in January when I started my videos, my January videos, I talked about that I wanted to just start sending happy mail. So that's kind of my plan, is send out happy mail, see what happens. All right, so don't forget, if you're a demonstrator, I totally recommend the butterfly set. If you're a customer, they're available on March 2nd. Now, the butterfly bouquet is, I thought, I don't need any more butterflies. I really don't. But I think this is a butterfly set I couldn't live without. I like the idea that all the butterflies cut at once with the die. So the darker one on the right-hand side that you see, that's the solid die. And then the ones next to it, those are individual dies. And then below that, you've got like a little brick look. And I think it's an impression. Let me look. I think it's an impression, not necessarily a die, but no, maybe it is a die. So it'll give you like a little brick kind of look. So we'll play with that on Sunday and see what that's about. I agree. It is amazing. All right, guys, I keep trying to read. Okay, so the paper, I will show the paper in detail on Sunday for those that haven't seen it, but I do have, we're just going to kind of play with the set. I'm making 40 cards, and I'm already, I still have a little bit left of one package of paper for the 40 cards. And so yeah, I love dragonflies. Actually, my team name is the Stamping Dragonflies. I love dragonflies. So there you go with that. What else is new? Okay, so in February, if you order through me, you will get, you have to use my host code of $50 or more. You can get the PDF for these two cards. And if you purchase either one of these sets, I will send you the kits for this bundle. So these two kits, and then you'll get a bonus kit of something, a card, and then you can, I'll get those to you with that purchase. Sorry, I keep reading what you guys are writing. I don't want to miss out on what you guys are saying or if you're asking a question. But on my blog, you guys, on the right-hand side, it says shop my online store. Right below is my current code. That's okay, Heather. I like being chatty. Some people don't, but I'm done with the card. They can come back or rewind it if they want. You don't have to have a team name, but you can. All right, so let me show you some quick information here. I would really love it if you guys would subscribe and share and like. That does really help my YouTube channel. And that way my YouTube channel is seen by others. You may have some crafty friends that might be interested, and you never know. If you're not a demonstrator and you share it, you might get some people that are interested, and then that kind of also shows you who might be interested in it if you decide. Thank you. Yes, ring the bell because you'll get notified of my upcoming videos. I'm trying to do more than just my normal schedule, which happens to be Tuesdays at 2 o'clock and Sundays at noon. So tomorrow it's probably in the middle of the football, but I'll be here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Heather. So I'd love for you guys to join me. Make sure you ring the bell, yes, so you can get notified. Here is my February host code. I'd love for you guys to shop with me. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. I am also on Facebook, you guys. I am at Marcie Besecker Designs. I'd love for you guys to go over there. I do try to post a little, hey, I'm going live today or something like that. So you will get an idea that, oh, okay, she's going to go live today, and be prepared. I don't always know the time unless it's Tuesday and Sunday. The other days, it's kind of like whenever I get my desk cleaned off and finish a project I'm working on or whatever. So that would be helpful. My blog is marciebeseckerdesigns.com. You can go there, and also you'll get a link to the video, my measurements, and all that kind of stuff will be there. And there is a link below in the description here. And the blog for this video usually goes right after I get offline and I finish updating it, and then I post it usually by the evening. Remember, I'm in California and it's only 2:44 right now. And of course, I would love to have you guys join my team. Again, on the top of my blog, there's a button at the top that says join my team. You can go there and I can help you answer any questions. Feel free to message me. So the way I put it is, you can go, Carol, I don't know if you answered if you saw the paper or not, but I'll help you. This is only 4 of the packages. I have the 5th one somewhere. I used some. But here are the packages. I mean, you get so much paper. That is exactly right. It is, I was my own customer for a long time. And then I have a friend that started crafting with me. Mm-hmm. And so we both started crafting a lot. And then I just decided I'm going to start having classes and invite others because start posting your pictures. Like, oh, I just played in my craft room today. And then people, once you start getting people interested in seeing, you're going to kind of know. And there's more people out there than you think. What do you mean you're supposed to clean your desk? No, I mean clean my desk. Like I just move everything over. If you saw my this is the neatest part. Don't look over there because that's not so neat. I am trying to get my room a little more organized than what it is. I kind of have. Well, let me see if I can turn it. I can't turn this. But over here I have all my my punches and my blending tools and my inks. I pretty much have all Stampin' storage, which really helps me stay organized. Hi, Peg. It is easy to do the minimum, yes. Oh, Bonnie, that's okay. You can watch the repeat. It was fun. We're doing a lot of chatting. Carol, that's okay. You will be surprised. By the time you get your adhesive and different things, it's really just $100 a month. But if you join now, you have through the end of June because you're in the middle of a quarter. So you have January, February, March. They're not going to make you hit your quota by the end of March. So you're going to have the end of June to get your quota. And so you're going to have all this time. By the time June comes, you're going to have a brand new catalog, which just start posting. You'll be surprised at how many people are going to start going with you. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to, you know, do anything really. You could just get your own discount. So let me tell you a quick story, especially to Carol just starting. I had a friend that had a class. I think she did like a meetup. It wasn't a meetup because it wasn't around then. But she had a class and nobody came but one person. But she still had it all ready. She had everything out and one person came and bought over $600. Just one person. That's all you need is one person. And then you never know who that person's going to bring. And it starts. I've been crafting a long time, and until I really started doing videos is when, you know, you're really putting yourself out there. And, you know, it just depends on when you get to that point that you really want to take the plunge and make it a business. But if anybody is interested, I can help you. I mean, I can give you advice on what I did. I'm no expert, but the discount, Patty, is so worth it. Okay, so just really quickly, let me show you this way because it's going to be easier. So this is the paper, one package of the paper. So it's kind of like a color on color and the white on color. And so you get, I have this one out, I think I used some of this, so I might have it out of, oh, these are two different colors. These are the brights, okay? So you get the brights, the neutral, the subtle, the in color, and the regals. And then when you turn it over, you get the different prints. So you get different prints for different papers, okay? But you get all of this. So for background papers and whatever, this is the paper I used when I did the chick. I did the neutral and I did this one on the background. I mean, just to kind of fill it in. And it's just subtle enough to really add a lot to your card. So that's something to think about. You're going to get all of this paper, which is 200 sheets for free for signing up. For only $99, I think it comes out to like 107, 104. It depends on what your tax is. And then you're going to get all this paper and to try and sign up. Now, what happens if you sign up and you don't hit your quota? Then you become a customer. That's my doggy. You must hear somebody outside. So then if you don't hit your quota, then you just become a demonstrator. But they also give you another month as a grace period to try to get it in. And so that's when you would post and say, you know, I'm really close to, you know, reaching my quota. I need to reach it. You know, if anybody needs anything. I have also helped my downline. If they're just a short amount away, I'll help them stay active if that's what they really want to do. So it's just something that there's really no loss. There's no reason not to do it. Don't let it intimidate you or scare you. If you do it and you drop off and you're like, I can't make it, that's fine. I know Bonnie, so she's a little, or he needs to be groomed, and my groomer actually just left me a voicemail, so thank goodness I can get him in. We can finally go back to our hair salon and stuff now for the time. The same thing happened to me. Somebody just signed up. I was at a retreat and I got a new downline, and she hasn't stamped with anything other than wood. So that's kind of why I did the one video that I did to help her and a couple customers of my other downline. But anyway, don't be intimidated. I'm going to let you go. If you guys think about it, if you have questions, just let me know, and I can help you. And obviously, if you have a demonstrator that you are attached to, then the only thing I can suggest, and I only learned this from my experience, the first time I signed up with somebody that wasn't active. And what I mean by that is not that she didn't want to do it as a business, because she was having classes and everything, but she didn't respond. She didn't answer questions. I even asked her who my upline was, because I was going to convention. She wasn't. And so I wanted to meet up with my team, my family, and she wouldn't tell me. And so I don't know what the whole deal was. I think she was upset that I became a customer. And so for her, I think she didn't want to really build a team. I think she wanted customers, which that's a whole different story. But anyway, think about who your upline is. That's all I'm saying, is make sure that you have a good connection and they're going to be able to answer questions and things like that for you. So that's all. That's my advice. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This card was a lot of fun to create. For those of you that just wanted the crafting and not the chatting, sorry, today ended up being a chatting day. On the upline. Yeah, Carol. So just think about that. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. Hopefully you will see me tomorrow. I mean, I'll be here. Hopefully you'll be here. I'm going to work on the Butterfly Brilliance with all of these dies that you get with this gorgeous set, and the paper. So I'm going to show you the paper up close and personal, and we're just going to play. I have a card idea in mind. Like I said, I'm making 40 of them, and maybe we'll make a different card too. We'll just have some fun again tomorrow. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me, and I love chatting too, Eileen. It was a lot of fun. Great, Patty. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic night. Bye.